Lauren Scott, she is live in Conway with the expo that just has so many things for people who love the outdoors. Hi, Lauren.
Hey, Stephanie. That's right. You know, there is a lot of things out here for people who love the outdoors in Conway. But I got to say, Renee, I'm kind of with you on that. If I can't plug in a hairdryer, if I can't watch a movie. But let me tell you, there's all kinds of things out here. I've seen purses. I've seen the new candles. I've seen some books for children to read. They have Scentsy sellers out here. I think if you're a lady, you can really enjoy yourself out here. I know something I love to do is eat, and I love grilling, and I love summertime. Tim Longhorn is with us this morning because you're the judge of the Great Steak Cook-Off today. Tell us a little bit about the steak-off.
Well, sure. It starts at 4 o'clock. There's still time for people to come out and enter. Your grill's got to be fired up and ready to go at 4 o'clock. But we are going to be judging a porterhouse steak, which the event is going to provide the contestants with the meat to cook. So you don't have to go buy any steaks.
Just bring out your grill.
Just bring out your grill and your A game.
And you're going to bring the grill by the pavilions out here at the Conway Expo Center if you're wondering where to bring that out.
Right. You need to track down one of the organizers, Matt or Kevin, if you just want to come and show up. Find one of those guys and they'll get you set up.
Well, okay, you have some spices out here that I've tried that you put on all of this food that you've been cooking for us all morning long. You kind of kept us pretty happy. Tell us a little bit about your spices.
Well, this is Longhorn Signature Seasoning. This is a blend that I actually invented about 25 years ago, back when I was an executive chef. And what I discovered really early was that it tastes different on everything that you're cooking on. It doesn't taste the same on steak than it does on the chicken, than it does on the pork, vegetables, seafood, and so. So I use it in my restaurant operations for all these years, up until about 3 years ago, when one of our patrons that used to work for a grocery company, Hormel Meats, said, well, whatever it is on that meat, put it in a bottle and sell it because it's fantastic.
And you have. Let's talk about how you spice it. Do you go pretty heavily, or?
Well, it depends on what you're cooking. I mean, and you can use your own taste preferences yourself. But let me show you real quick. This is pretty easy stuff here. Like your standard steaks, chicken, things like this, you're just going to give it a liberal sprinkle, not a rub. It's not a rub.
So just a little sprinkle, no rub.
Just a regular sprinkle like so. I don't know if the camera can see that. And then you just throw it on the grill and cook it.
And it bakes in. You don't really have to put any on extra after, do you? Or is that just taste preference?
Because this kind of permeates right into the meat. It's a pretty fine blend. So it really dissolves and permeates right into what you're cooking. Really easy. You don't need to marinate anything prior to. You just sprinkle it on before you're ready to cook it, and that's it.
And that's a time saver in and of itself, isn't it?
It is. It is. You know, today's families, they don't have time to cook. A lot of young couples don't know how to cook yet. I mean, this seasoning takes a lot of the thought out because you just sprinkle it on and cook it. I mean, a 10-year-old can do this.
Mm-hmm. And I like that you said you came up with this seasoning by experimenting, because I've learned in cooking, experimenting is the best way to learn. But do you have any tips for people at home who may want to come out and grill?
Sure. Well, you know, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're always using a quality cut of meat, whether it's a steak or it's chicken. USDA inspected choice is what I like to use, if not higher. Prime is even better. But you want to make sure that you store it properly, because you know, the bacteria content, I mean, for health reasons, you want to make sure everything stays cold until you're ready to cook it. I recommend for beef that you let it come out to room temperature about an hour before you cook, which helps to tenderize it a little bit. It also speeds up the cooking process, and it just gives it a much better flavor.
Sounds like some great tips. Now, if you're at home and you think you are the grilling champion, then come on out. You need to have your grill ready to go at 4, and they start judging the contest at 6 o'clock. Guys, I'm gonna dive into some of this, and we will be back in a little while, okay?
Renee wants to know whether or not you can microwave a steak.
No, I want to know if they need a judge.
You should come out and help judge, Renee. I'm right with you. Let me try.
I could be the steak expert.
We're all salivating here and looking at that
steak. Yum.
Oh,
that is so good. Nice.
He made it look good, but he also had some really good tips. You know, the cut of meat, that's very important.